How's everyone doing this evening? I'm sending my positive energy out there to everyone. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I know I am, and today I'm going to be showing you my planner lineup and kind of how I adjusted things for One Book July. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I always say that I like for this to be a discussion and not just me talking at you. So if you have something and you want to chime in, just go right ahead. Just understand that there is just a spot of a delay. So if I don't answer you right back, it's just because it takes a minute for me to see your comments. All right. And also, before we get started, I always like to suggest that if you like planning, organization, and lifestyle types of videos, then you subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get started. So, excuse me. So for the past few months, I've actually been using several planners, multiple planners, and that seems to work great for me. Now I know for some people, multiple planners can be a bit confusing, and so if it is, then I always suggest that you just continue to do what you've been doing because you don't want to kind of break anything basically. So I've used up to about 9 different types of planners, and that's because I have like some task specific things that I use each planner for, that because everything can't fit into one planner. Now for One Book July, I really wanted to kind of scale things back, and I've discussed One Book July, and if you haven't seen that, then I'll have a link for you on the replay of this so that you can go back and you can look at it, or you can just go over to the channel and you can watch that yourself. And I'm still going to be kind of using multiple planners, but in a very limited way. And I'll tell you some of the adjustments that I'm making for One Book July. Now, I always like to kind of go back and look at what I was using last month or what I attempted to use last month. So I just wanted to talk about that. And so I was using my Erin Condren vertical, and I'm sure everybody knows what the vertical looks like, but I'll just show you in the inside. So this is what the Erin Condren vertical planner looks like. And I've been using this since the beginning of the year, but I'm not going to use it for July. I'm not going to decorate in it. I'm just going to kind of put this one aside for July. And I was using my Filofax, and I actually was using the Filofax for YouTube related things. And this month, I'm not using this one, but I had already started kind of moving out of the Filofax into an old happy planner that I had. And hello, Prophetess or Miss Johnson. Good to see you. And this is what I've been using for my YouTube. So I'm actually migrating things from here into here. So I'll probably just kind of do that on a limited basis, but I'm not really doing any planning in either one of these. And I'll tell you kind of what I'm doing for my YouTube up in a bit. So these two, they've been working well for me, but I'm not going to use them for July. And then I have my hourly planner, and this is what the hourly looks like on the inside. And I will still be using the hourly because I use this for work and I need it for tracking time. And so specifically, that's all this book is really for. And so I still use this. So while I'm working, I usually have it out on my desk, and then I can kind of track my time. So that's kind of important. So we'll keep this over on this side because that's what we're using. And then I also was using, this is kind of more like a journal type of book, and I have lots of things that pertain to like YouTube and also to like my website and some adjoining things. So I kind of was using it more in a bullet style type of journal. So I'm not going to be using this one this month because I think I'll be all right if I don't use this one for this month, and I will just kind of migrate some things into the one planner that I am using. And then I almost forgot one. Hold on. one more here that I forgot to pull out, and that is my Color Crush. Oh, not Color Crush. The Webster's Pages Traveler's Notebook, and I usually just use this one for journaling and listing. So I probably won't be using this that much because I actually migrated some things into the one planner that I'm actually going to be using for this month as well. So if you're just coming on, I'm talking about the planners that I used last month and kind of the reason why I'm not going to use them this month, and that's for One Book July. And if you all haven't heard of One Book July, I did talk about it in, I think, the last live stream that I had. I was actually going to do this one on the 4th of July, but I had some technical difficulty, so that didn't happen. But that's okay because we're doing it now. And so I am actually going to be using this planner for One Book July, and this is a recollections planner, and I really like the recollections planner. Someone asked me how I felt about them, and well, the big thing is that they are inexpensive. So if you are looking to do personal planning and you're new to the planning community, then I would definitely suggest to try the Recollections brand because you can get them with a coupon, and it beats paying $100 for a different planner when you could just pay around like $11 and have one like this. And this one is really nice. It has I love this one. I love the colors of this planner. It's very summery. So, and you can see on the inside it's getting kind of fat because I'm kind of retrofitting it for One Book July as well. Now, I'm not going to go through exactly what the book looks like on the inside. I'm going to do that I believe on Saturday. I'm going to go through and talk about exactly where I'm at in this because it's kind of a work in progress when it comes to One Book July. Even though we're well into July, this is my first time participating in this challenge, and I'm finding this very fun and it's very cleansing. I say this is like cleansing your planner palette is doing the One Book July. So definitely I'm going to be doing the One Book July. So I would like to know, like, what planners are you all using? Are you participating in the One Book July, and how you feel about it so far? Even though it's the beginning, I think it's kind of hard when we use multiple planners. It's kind of hard to kind of get in the groove of using less. So part of the One Book July rules is there is no rules. It's just more like guidelines for you to follow. Excuse me, it's more like guidelines for you to follow, and so you can kind of adjust things the way that you want them to. I think that's really why I kind of was attracted to this, because at first I said immediately I wasn't going to do it, and then once I started doing it, I was like, aha, I get it. So it's really all about the systems that you use and not the tools that you're using. So I'm definitely kind of honing in my systems, and I'm going to talk about that on Saturday, on the live stream on Saturday. So I kind of dwindled down to 2 books only, and that is amazing for me. So the only 2 that I'm going to be using is I'll be using the Erin Condren Hourly, and I will also be using my personal planner, the Recollections planner. So those are the only 2. Those are the only 2 I'm using. So I didn't think it was going to work, but I think it's going to be fine. Hi, Vanessa. And so again, I'd like to know what you all will be using for the One Book July as well. So I also wanted to mention, and this video is not going to be that long today, but I wanted to mention as well that I am going to be doing a giveaway, and I haven't really kind of announced it formally. I've only been talking about it here on the live stream, so I know when people are watching my live streams and when they get to this point, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm giving away this planner right here. And this is also a Recollections planner, and it is like gently used. And the innards, I call it the innards, the inside of the planner itself, I haven't used at all, and I'm going to give this away intact. And I'm also going to put in here some store tracking list as well, like some fresh ones. It's like 60 sheets of those, and if you want to see what those look like, because I don't have them in here, you can go over to list for a day and you can see what those look like. And I'm going to give this away. So the giveaway is open until the 14th, which I believe is next Friday. And there's not much for you to do. You just need to be a subscriber. You need to have a positive attitude. That's number one thing right there. Give this video a thumbs up, and in the comments, let me know what types of videos that you like to see on this channel. And that's the only thing that you have to do in order to be eligible to win this. And oh yeah, and share. Make sure you share. You can share this video right now if you like, and that would be wonderful. It helps to support the channel. So I also wanted to kind of make a bit of an announcement as well, and something I haven't really talked about that much is that I have so many videos kind of in the teal, tutorials and planner related things that I just don't have enough days to put things up onto the channel. So what I did was I actually started a Patreon channel, and you can head over to there. It's just patreon.com/Liz, and the link is also in the description below as well. And I have some rewards over there for the community, but it's going to be a great place for us to come together, especially for those that are new in the planning community, and talk. So I'm developing things over there, and also I'm posting up some Cricut tutorials, and I'm sharing some of the Cricut cut files there as well. So it's just a lot of things that you can take advantage of over on Patreon that you can't do over here on YouTube. It's just not possible. So I just wanted to make that little bit of an announcement because I haven't really talked about it that much. So again, for this month, I am going to be using just the two for this month, which is really dwindling it down for me. And this one is to track my time for work. And then this is everything else. And I'm going to talk about what's actually inside and how things are developing on the inside of this planner on Saturday. So if you like planning, lifestyle, and organization types of videos, if you want to know what's in here, then you'll want to go ahead and come on over to the channel or subscribe and hit the notification button so that you'll know when the live video is going up. Vanessa, I have done a video. Vanessa's asking, is there a way that I can do a video on how to cut stickers with Cricut? And I've actually done a video on how to cut stickers with Cricut, but the way that my schedule is so packed for the publishing here on YouTube, especially since I'm doing more live videos, and I can't put up a whole lot of videos on one day. It's going to kind of ruin the groove of the channel. So what I'm doing is I'm putting things up over on Patreon, especially the Cricut tutorials, because then I have like a little bit more time to kind of dig in and do things a little bit slower over there on Patreon. So you'll want to head over there. I'm right now consistently starting to post things over there onto Patreon and make it available. So and also any of the stickers that I'm currently making, I'll also make those available to the patrons as well. So they don't have to kind of design things. They can kind of just use the ones that I already did. So those are coming up. So if any of you have any more questions, I'll actually be on the chat for a while after this is all over with. So you can still chat with me after it's all done. And for those of you that are still like kind of coming in, I know this one was kind of short, and I talked about the planners that I already kind of used last month, or the planner that I didn't use last month. I also talked about a giveaway as well, so you'll want to look in the description of the replay to find out about the giveaway as well. So I am actually going to go ahead and shove off. And I want to thank you all for coming on with me today. And I will be talking about the inside of this planner, which I'm using for One Book July. So you'll want to come back on Saturday for that one at 6 o'clock Eastern. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet Lotus Blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.